Well, it's coming down slowly but surely. I'm being extra careful to make sure that no nails are left in any bits of wood for Bess to tread on, as she seems to want to be outside to play with me. But yeah, this is where we are so far. So the shed is putting up a bit of a fight, but luckily I've got Bess to help. And things aren't particularly quick, but you can see we're making progress. It's pretty rotten in places, but also pretty resilient in others. It's quite a big job, and the glass was really badly attached, so I have to be very careful with that. But yeah, it's coming away. I reckon about another 90 minutes and it'll be down to the base. But trying to guess these things is never a smart move. Hey, so it's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining, the sky is blue. I don't know if you can see that. And today's job is to go and plant a hedgerow just on the edge of the paddock, just to screen it a little bit from the public road nearby. And yeah, I actually, in a wave of enthusiasm, bought about 600 plants, like native hedgerow species. And I haven't done anything with them, so there's a very good chance that I'm going to spend a lot of time digging and burying, and nothing's going to survive. But I need to start at some point, so I'm going to try and unravel the hundreds of little sprigs and twigs and get planting. And hopefully in a few years we'll have a beautiful abundant hedgerow with sloes and hawthorn and lots of wildlife in there. So that's the plan, that's the hope anyway. Okay, so this is where I've been storing the hedges, and there's two big boxes of hedging. And I'm going to see what's inside, because I'm not even sure it's possible to tell which hedge is which. Okay, so that is box one, which actually is bigger than I remembered it being, and there's little buds appearing, so it doesn't look completely dead, which is good news, but I think I need to get them out pretty quickly. Okay, so I'm going to try out this little corner here between this tree and this fence, and just start planting about 30-40 centimetres apart, and then hopefully the hedge will grow to about this kind of height and just make the road feel a little bit more distant. So I have my dibber, let's see how we get on. So this is the bundles they come in, must be in packs, I don't know, 30 or something, 20. But yeah, the roots just look a little bit brown and dry, so I'm going to try and wet those up, soak them before I put them in the ground. And I'm guessing that is a beech or hawthorn. They've definitely been left out for a bit too long. So these are apparently hawthorn hedges, or hedging whips. You can see they've got like nasty little spikes on them, which have already got me a few times, so I'm going to be wearing gloves. and you plant them 40 centimetres apart, and hopefully they grow into something beautiful. Well, it seems pretty clear to me that this is not going to be the right tool for the job. These are much, much bigger than I can do with a little file like that, so I need to go and think through that one again. Hopefully this is going to work a little bit better. Let's see. That is not the tool that we're going to be using today. Okay. Well, it's a bit embarrassing, but I have no gardening tools with me, so all I can get are these two trowels that I've borrowed, which, I don't know, I could go out and buy a new spade, but by the time I've been to the shops and back, this beautiful weather's going to have disappeared. So I just feel like I'm going to give it a try and see how I get on. So we're making good progress so far. We've got a couple of rows of hawthorns about 40 centimetres apart, with some hazels just breaking it up. Lost a couple of trowels, give myself a bit of a blister. Bess is enjoying the sunshine, I'm enjoying the fresh air. So far, yeah, we've got about halfway along, which is pretty good. But a lot more twigs to plant before we're done. So that was a hard, long day, but we've got about 200 plants in so far, which is great. Got a lot of hawthorn in, a lot of hazel. So yeah, soon, one day, we'll have some hedges there, which will be great, just a bit of extra screening. But what I've learned from today is that I really need to sort out my tools. That's been driving me mad. I've got blisters on my palms from using just the wrong equipment. So I've got all this stuff, I just don't know where to find it. So if I can take the old coach house, which I haven't shown you yet actually, if I can get that set up as a workshop, put some shelves in, I'll be a very happy man to have all my tools organised in the right place. I was so frustrated yesterday about not being able to find the right tools to do the job. I've got blisters on my hands, I've got sore knees, just because I couldn't find the spade. So today I'm going to sort out my tools, I'm going to get a space to work from and actually start being organised and getting on top of all this stuff. So this is the space that we're going to be turning into a work shed. Yeah, there's a few bits in here that are useful, there's a few bits that aren't useful. a lot of stuff that isn't useful, and just going to find homes for all that, put up some shelves, put a workbench in here, and get organised. Isn't that right, Bess? Bess is taking up golf this week. Interesting fireplace actually. So once I've got all this gunk off it, you can see there's like a tank around here where you'd fill it up with water in this area, and then it would warm up by the fire, just heating up into here, and then that was your little brass tap to take the hot water away with. Obviously the brass stands up to rust a lot better, but I do like this fireplace though. I wonder if we could take it out and use it somewhere else in the house, because it's a lovely old piece of limestone, bit of wood on the top. This old metal is gone. This one has been replaced by a very stylish screw. I don't know, maybe we could leave it in here and maybe one day we'll convert the stables into something. But might find a nice home in the house, I think. What do you think, Bess? Hmm? So tidying is going well, but there's a couple of interesting discoveries to share. So the first one, which I thought was really interesting, is on this step here. I don't know if you can see that. There is a very definite looking key hole for a lock. But I can't see how. It's a pretty sturdy step. Oh, look, another one here as well. So I have no idea what would be in there. Maybe priceless treasure. But it just seems a real shame to smash open the old wood to find out, because I'm almost like certain that it's going to be empty. I don't know what you would do. But then this here is interesting too. So I noticed this when I was clearing the old vise. But this looks to me like it had something in the top. And I think there's another spare piece somewhere. And this is interesting as well, because that looks like maybe that's a sundial as well on the side. Did it have a couple of different uses? But then on the top, I just wonder. On the top of each one of the gables on the roof, they all seem to have a pointy thing, is the best phrase that I can think of. I'm sorry, that's not the right description. Whatever that is at the top there, can you see? One of them here. This one, can you see? This one here. Looks just like one of those to me. It's not a million miles away. Right sort of size. Obviously one is a lot more weathered than the other, and I think on the actual house there's like a ball down here. It sits on a ball and sits on the stone on the top. But my question then is, where's the missing one? Because that seems to be a very deliberate circle. There's one over there, which is intact. I don't know if you can see. That one's quite a different design on the front there. Maybe the pointy bit sat on top of what was there. But yeah, I can't see where we've got a missing finial. Let's call it a finial. I've got a missing finial. So this big old refectory table we picked up at an auction for not really very much money at all. It's obviously been used as a workbench or something, but it's absolutely caked in oil and just needs to be cleaned off. Like you see, it's like a big, lovely old chunky table in the past, but it's really been knocked about and isn't really in great condition. Looks like it's been used for some kind of yeah, sort of tool mounting there. Anyway, it'll be great for our garage and workshop, so it'll definitely get some use. Well, that has taken 52 minutes with just a couple of distractions, and they look pretty good to me. Pretty sturdy. Definitely need screwing to the wall, but yeah, lots of storage space on there for sure. And another one to go. Here's the space. The fireplace is a lot cleaner than it was, but I don't think it's going to be having any big fires in the near future. Nice feature though, love the fire surround. Trestles are really useful already, and they were left here for us. Those shelves took an hour and a half to put up. They swallow a lot of stuff on them, so they're really good. A little bit kind of delicate if you throw things on too enthusiastically, but yeah, they'll be perfect for the stuff that we need to store. Then the old bench table, a couple of rickety legs at the other end, but that's a chunky piece of furniture which should be really good for just working on and laying stuff out. And then I love the old matchboard wall and this kind of Victorian looking workspace with the old vice. Really good. And then the stairs to upstairs, that's a challenge for another day, but yeah, it's going to be a really good space, great to get organised, and hopefully my efficiency will increase dramatically.